I was joking with this presenter earlier today with Karen that we should maybe drop the T from the TED-style talks and we'll just make it silent, or it'll be an Ed-style talk, because this is so much fulfilling education. And if you have any other ideas for titles for this evening, please submit them to Jade. I think we've got a lot of potential here to make this thing even bigger and better. Our next presenter is fun and charismatic. Karen Lai works as an independent consultant in accessibility and inclusion. She works with businesses and organizations to increase the accessibility and inclusion of people with disabilities. She holds a Master of Arts in Human Kinetics, where she examined the social theories behind social inclusion of people with disabilities. She has more than 20 years of experience working alongside individuals with disabilities in the field of recreation, education, employment, government, and other community connections. It is my great honor to introduce Karen, and join us on the stage, please. Join me in welcoming Karen to the stage.
Oh, my mic is...
That's all good. Karen, the sun is beautifully setting on these mountains just for you.
I can view the sun.
Yes, the view is, they've even, oh, and there's a fox. There's a fox on the front lawn. That's for you, Karen.
How does that feel? Yeah, good. With the cricket. Oh, that one. Yeah. Oh no, I'm too nervous to drink. It needs to be a lot stiffer than water. Wow. How do I be the last one of these amazing speakers? Wow. Thank you all. It's 8:15. I believe it ended already. Yeah, oh, shit. Who grew up with the books of Curious Souls? Curious Souls is a beloved children's book series that has captured the hearts and imagination of readers for decades. The mysterious yet lovable little monkey has become an iconic character in children's literature, and its adventures have enchanted generations of readers. We can learn a lot from Curious Souls. It seems simple to live a life with a sense of curiosity and wonder. As we grow up into adulthood, the sense of curiosity decreases and we lose the sense of wonder. As a person with a disability, I grew up hearing the question, why does he talk funny? Why does he walk funny? Why does a bike have 3 wheels? Quite often, parents are quick to say, don't ask that. Don't be so rude. Let's go. Now that's a shame. As there was a learning opportunity right there, a sense of curiosity from children that was taken away. Here's 5 important lessons. 1 is problem solving. Curious Souls finds himself in challenging situations, requiring him to think creatively to overcome obstacles. children can learn how to problem solve and understand the importance of critical thinking and perseverance. There is something challenging about living with a disability. Your identity is always with a disability, and we always are defined by our disability, labeled with the disability. But what if we ask ourselves, so we have this disability, what does that mean? How does it live, allow us to live a life more freely, meeting disability with curiosity? It takes drop. Wow, I'm so nervous. No, stop it. Stop. It does take problem-solving skills, creative thinking to live in this world, because quite frankly, this world is not built for disabled and any other kind of marginalization. Many of you know my love and passion for kayaking. Let's be frank, there aren't many kayaking outfitters that would take my friends who identify as able-bodied or I on one of the kayaking trips for many reasons. However, there are two kayaking outfitters who have been willing to give me the time of day. It takes many conversations, creative thinking, and problem-solving skills between myself and the outfitter to be able to create a kayaking trip that works best for me and the group. I feel very privileged that I'm able to speak and advocate for myself to help me to be able to problem solve and what I need to be well supported on the trip. It is in the outdoors where I feel that the opportunities are limitless and we can explore being creative, being curious, use our imagination, and problem solve. I believe so passionately that it is through unstructured play that magic happens and we can think outside the box creatively to find solutions. The second one, mischief. Curiosity sometimes lead to mischief, which can result in unintended consequences. This book teaches children to consider the potential outcomes of their actions and to make responsible choices. Ableism is very real. Ableism is very real, folks. And for this, I get in trouble. I can always get away with anything. In fact, my good friends know me quite well and say, why do you do it? If anyone can get with it, you can get away with it. So I do. And they are often right. Ableism is real. There tends to be an overarching assumption about people with disabilities. Much of society is built on the idea of being able to produce, being able to be quick, being successful, to be accomplished, And these ideas, known as ableism, governs the world. And because of this, I've had countless of encounters of people starting to sign with me or talk louder because they think I'm deaf or hard of hearing. People baby talking me or talking to my friends. And be truthful, if I don't feel like it, if I don't feel like taking the opportunity to educate, I play into it. Some days I'm really tired and exhausted to explain to people, and I just think that sometimes it's their responsibility to learn how to be an ally. But in the meantime, I will continue to be mischievous because of them not wanting to learn and grow. I would rather people say, I don't know, rather than treating me ignorantly and developing assumptions. So I tell you this, to watch out, as we are a lot smarter than you think. But wait, don't listen, because I do want to continue to create trouble. This number 3, the significance of friendship. Throughout this story, curious those developed a deep bond with the man with the yellow hat. The friendship is built on trust, kindness, understanding. The book highlights the importance of having and nurturing positive relationships in life. We are all built to crave connection. We are naturally born to connect with each other, for that hug, for that handshake, to ask people for help. Who has talked to the family member or their friends to seek advice? We all do it. We are interdependent creatures. We need each other, period. Yet, I can't go without crying. Yet, another something much of society has about people with disabilities is that we have to have support workers, of friends who are my support workers. I'm not going to lie. It's easier going out with friends, as I mentioned, that the world is not built for me or other disabled people. They can help me open the doors, find easier paths for me, and move things around to help me maneuver around. I can remember my support people throughout my school recreation programs and outdoor experiences, and I'm still good friends with them today. I can remember in my undergrad when I took a Bachelor of Tourism Management with a minor in recreation, where we had to do a 5-day outward bound trip, including rock climbing. Our instructor organized a support person for me, and we managed to do tandem rock climbing together as doing a hike with another person. Having that extra support of friends really balances things out, whether they are your friends or your support people or both. I believe that this is the beauty of having a disability. It makes us more vulnerable to be the one asking for help. I realized that it builds friendship. It develops my own humanity. It makes me humble and vulnerable. We cannot live this life alone. We all need different levels of support to navigate the complexities of life together. Number 4, the value of adventure and exploration. Curious those adventurous spirit encourages children to embrace new experiences and step out of the comfort zone. We must take adventures to know where we truly belong. Life is a big adventure, and we must meet it with curiosity. It is through recreation and adventures where I learned to embrace my disability and stepped out of my comfort zone. When I was fresh out of high school, I went to BCID in Burnaby for financial management. Yes, my parents wanted me to be an accountant because there was a lot of desk work, computer work, and clearly I did not listen to them. But one good thing came out of this. My love for outdoors and recreation. I met my good friend Kathy. She introduced me to aerobics. Back then, I was a bit more limber, did not use a walker. But when she invited me to class, I laughed. I didn't know rhythm, was difficult to move, and why would I want to make a fool out of myself? But after days and weeks of her asking, I said yes. And friends, let me tell you, friends, I made a total fool of myself. I was all over the map. I stumbled. I fell many times. I kept picking myself up. Kathy and I studied fitness terminology over financial management. And quite frankly, we began a love for it together. Toward the end of the school year, I was beginning to love it and found many local gyms and community centers to get my fitness fix from it. But over the many, many years of fitness, I realized that being active changed how I saw myself as a disabled person. Folks, we cannot change how other people think, what stereotypes or assumptions out there. We can only change ourselves. I realized that for many years of fitness, I exposed everyone to my vulnerability. I was falling out of sync and rhythm. My weakness was all out in the open. But I was having fun, and I was good. We need adventures to know where we belong. I was not being curious about my own limits, letting my guard down to be vulnerable, to fall, and to learn new ways of being. And then the last lesson, the importance of being curious. This book emphasizes the value of being curious and how it leads the exciting events and new experiences. The main character is always eager to explore and learn, serving as a positive example for children to be curious around the world. We can all learn from the wise words of curious thoughts. You live with curiosity, wonder, and openness, but and meet people where they're at. It is sad that as we grow into adult years, we lose that sense of curiosity. We all know better because of our schooling, our culture, our readings, our support, the media we watch. We lose that sense of wonder. Unfortunately, I have a desktop now. I consult on the side but work for the city of Vancouver. And so I work at a desk. And I don't get to go on events that much. Life is just too busy and overwhelming sometimes. I have to remind myself to engage in outdoor events because it is where I manage to rejuvenate, recalibrate, and to disconnect from the world. At least every day I manage to get outside using my bike as a form of transportation. And living in Vancouver is hard not to take advantage of the many bike routes we have to offer. I absolutely love it when I'm in the middle of a pack of bikers. And I'm just like one of them, except with an extra wheel for support. And always curious whether I can make that yellow light turns before it turns red. I'm not going to sugarcoat that having a disability is not hard. It is hard. But what I have realized is that I have come to accept myself, acceptance of the way how we move in this space, the acceptance of how others view me, the acceptance of the ableist thoughts and opinions of each other, and how I accept my own disability. Ooh. Almost one more paragraph and then you're out. I can tell you, every single one of you, parents, teachers, and others, there are tons of books about cerebral palsy or raising a kid with a disability. But there's no book about Kieran Lai with a disability. I get to be the author. I get to be the author of that book. Oh, talk about wonderful shit. Sorry, didn't mean to swear. I get to define the limits and to be curious about where it takes me. I get to be curious and find out where it takes me to feel a sense of belonging. Thank you. Oh.